Welcome to our channel, your ultimate destination for heartfelt and gripping stories from WWE. In today's video, we'll be talking about the heartbreaking losses of legendary wrestlers who left us far too soon. We'll delve into the causes of their untimely passings, from health complications to shocking and tragic events, and how these losses impacted fans and the WWE universe. But that's not all. We also have some very sad news about Kevin Owens. Stay tuned till the end. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Owen James Hart, born on May 7, 1965, in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, was a highly skilled and beloved professional wrestler known for his technical expertise and engaging personality. As a member of the prestigious Hart wrestling family, Owen made a lasting impact on the wrestling world, particularly in the 1990s. Influenced by his father, Stu Hart, and his brothers, including the iconic Bret the Hitman Hart, Owen began his professional career in the mid-1880s. After performing in various regional promotions, he joined the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, now WWE, in the early 1990s, where his talent quickly earned him widespread recognition. Owen was known for his high-flying maneuvers, agility, and innovative wrestling techniques, which set him apart as one of the top in-ring performers of his time. Throughout his career, he held several championships, including the Intercontinental Championship and the World Tag Team Championship, solidifying his place in wrestling history. Owen's most memorable persona, the Blue Blazer, featured a masked superhero character that added flair and enthusiasm to his performances. Tragically, Owen's career and life were cut short at the age of 34. On May 23, 1999, during a live WWE pay-per-view event, Owen Hart fell 78 feet from the rafters due to a malfunction in his harness, causing blunt force trauma that led to his death. Owen's legacy continues to inspire wrestling fans and performers, and his contributions to the sport are forever remembered. Andreas Ullmann, known professionally as Absolute Andy, was a prominent German professional wrestler celebrated for his dynamic in-ring presence and significant contributions to European wrestling. Born on June 1, 1983, in Krefeld, Germany, Andy began his wrestling career in the early 2000s, quickly establishing himself on the German independent circuit. His persona as Absolute Andy was characterized by a blend of arrogance, confidence, and showmanship, making him a standout performer. Throughout his career, Andy achieved significant success in Westside Extreme Wrestling, WXW, where he held multiple championships, including the WXW Unified World Wrestling Championship and the WXW World Heavyweight Championship. His feuds with other prominent European wrestlers, such as Walter, now known as Gunther in WWE, Ilya Dragunov, and Karsten Beck, were highlights of his career and contributed to the growth and popularity of WXW. In addition to his singles success, Andy was also known for his work in tag team wrestling, showcasing his versatility and adaptability in the ring. Beyond his in-ring accomplishments, Andy was involved in various community activities, including standing for local council in Hilpoltstein, for the Christian Social Union in Bavaria Party, and working as a motivational speaker. His dedication to the sport and his community left a lasting impact on those around him. Tragically, Andreas Ullmann passed away on November 23, 2023, at the age of 40, following a prolonged battle with illness. His death was announced by Westside Extreme Wrestling, which described him as one of the most deserving wrestlers in WXW history. Andreas Ullmann's legacy in European wrestling is one of excellence, longevity, and passion. His contributions to WXW and the broader wrestling scene have left a lasting impact, and he is remembered as one of the key figures who helped elevate German wrestling to the international stage. Eddie Marlin, born on August 13, 1930, in Nashville, Tennessee, was a prominent American professional wrestler and promoter whose career spanned several decades. He was the father-in-law of Jerry Jarrett and the grandfather of Jeff Jarrett, both influential figures in the wrestling industry. Marlon began his wrestling career in the 1950s, initially performing under the masked persona The Mummy in Nick Gulas's NWA Mid-America promotion. He later formed a successful tag team with Tommy Gilbert, capturing multiple championships, including the NWA Mid-America Tag Team Championship and the NWA World Six-Man Tag Team Championship. Transitioning into a promotional role, Marlon became the on-screen general manager of the Continental Wrestling Association, CWA, throughout the 1980s, where he played a pivotal role in shaping the promotion's direction and talent development. After retiring from active competition in 1993, Marlon continued to contribute to the wrestling community, participating in events such as the Clash of the Legends in Memphis in 2001. Eddie Marlon passed away on August 15, 2019, at the age of 89, due to multiple organ failure. Chris Adams, born on February 10, 1955, in Rugby, Warwickshire, England, was a distinguished professional wrestler and judoka, renowned for his technical prowess and charismatic presence in the ring. He began his wrestling career in the early 1970s, debuting in the United Kingdom before moving to the United States, where he gained fame in several major wrestling promotions. Adams was perhaps best known for his time in World Class Championship Wrestling, WCCW, where he became a significant figure in the early 1980s. He was known for his feuds with legends like the Von Erich family and his tag team success with partner and fellow wrestler Gino Hernandez. Adams was particularly famous for his innovative finishing move, the super kick, which would later influence many wrestlers in the industry. In 1986, Adams made a memorable return to the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, where he engaged in high-profile storylines and matches, solidifying his reputation as a talented performer. His flashy style and showmanship made him a fan favorite during his peak years. Despite his success in the ring, Adams faced personal struggles, including issues with substance abuse. In April 2000, he was involved in an incident where his girlfriend, Linda Kefengst, died from a drug overdose. Adams was indicted on manslaughter charges in June 2001 in connection with her death. While awaiting trial on October 7, 2001, at the age of 46, Adams was fatally shot during a drunken altercation with his friend, William Brent Bure Parnell, at Parnell's home in Waxahachie, Texas. Parnell claimed self-defense and was acquitted of all charges. Adams's legacy endures through his contributions to professional wrestling, particularly his influence on the super kick maneuver, which has been adopted by numerous wrestlers worldwide. His life and career were the subject of the documentary The Gentleman's Choice, released in December 2008, which featured interviews from many of Adams's friends and family, including his brother Neil, Bill Mercer, referee David Manning, Kevin Von Erich, Jeannie Clark, billed as Jeannie Adams in the documentary, his widow Karen, and Gary Hart. Randy Macho Man Savage, born Randall Mario Poffo on November 15, 1952 in Columbus, Ohio, was a renowned American professional wrestler celebrated for his flamboyant persona and exceptional in-ring abilities. He began his wrestling career in the early 1970s, initially competing in the United Kingdom before moving to the United States, where he gained fame in several major wrestling promotions. Savage is perhaps best known for his time in the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, and World Championship Wrestling, WCW. In the WWF, he became a significant figure, rising to prominence in the 1980s. He was known for his feuds with legends like the Von Erich family and his tag team success with partner and fellow wrestler Gino Hernandez. Savage was particularly famous for his innovative finishing move, the super kick, which would later influence many wrestlers in the industry. In 1986, Savage made a memorable return to the WWF, where he engaged in high-profile storylines and matches, solidifying his reputation as a talented performer. His flashy style and showmanship made him a fan favorite during his peak years. Despite his success in the ring, Savage faced personal struggles, including issues with substance abuse. He passed away at the age of 58. His legacy endures through the impact he had on professional wrestling, influencing a generation of wrestlers who admired his technique and showmanship. Savage is remembered not only for his contributions to the sport, but also as a captivating performer who left an indelible mark on wrestling history. Mary Lillian Ellison, known professionally as the Fabulous Moolah, was a pioneering figure in professional wrestling, particularly in the women's division. Born on July 22, 1923, she began her wrestling career in the 1940s, a time when the sport was predominantly male-dominated. Over her lengthy career, she became one of the most influential and enduring figures in professional wrestling. Her impact was particularly significant in the women's division, where she played a crucial role in establishing and popularizing women's wrestling. Moolah is best known for her record-setting reign as the NWA World Women's Champion, a title she held for nearly 30 years, from 1956 to 1984. This lengthy tenure made her one of the longest reigning champions in the history of professional wrestling. Her dominance in the ring, combined with her ability to draw crowds and generate interest in women's matches, helped elevate the status of female wrestlers during a time when they had limited exposure. Beyond her in-ring success, the Fabulous Moolah also made significant contributions as a manager and promoter. She trained numerous future stars of women's wrestling and was known for her role in mentoring and guiding younger wrestlers, helping to shape the future of the sport. Moolah's legacy is complex. While she is celebrated for her pioneering contributions and the barriers she broke, her career was also marred by controversies, including allegations of exploitation and mismanagement of female wrestlers under her tutelage. Despite these issues, her influence on professional wrestling, particularly women's wrestling, remains substantial. Her career paved the way for future generations of female wrestlers and established her as a legendary figure in the history of the sport. She passed away on November 2, 2007, at the age of 84. According to her daughter, the possible cause of death was a heart attack or blood clot related to a recent shoulder replacement surgery. Billy Graham, born Eldridge Wayne Coleman on June 7, 1943, was a pioneering professional wrestler renowned for his charismatic presence and flamboyant style. He began his wrestling career in the mid-1960s, quickly gaining recognition for his impressive physique and magnetic personality. Graham's extravagant ring attire, including feathered boas and flashy sunglasses, set him apart from his contemporaries and left a lasting impression on the wrestling world. One of his most notable achievements was his reign as the WWF Heavyweight Champion in 1977, where he held the title for an extended period. His championship run solidified his status as a major draw in the wrestling world and contributed to the growth of professional wrestling's popularity during the 1970s. Beyond his wrestling career, Graham made several appearances in movies and television, further cementing his place in popular culture. Graham's influence extended beyond his own career, as he played a significant role in shaping the modern era of professional wrestling. He was a mentor to several future stars, including Hulk Hogan and Jesse Ventura, who cited him as an inspiration for their own careers. His innovative approach to sports entertainment, characterized by his larger-than-life persona and showmanship, paved the way for the next generation of wrestlers. In his later years, Graham faced significant health challenges, including liver disease and complications from a previous liver transplant. He passed away on May 17, 2023, at the age of 79, due to sepsis and multiple organ failure. Billy Graham's legacy endures through his contributions to the sport, his impact on future wrestlers, and the memorable performances that continue to be celebrated by fans and fellow wrestlers alike. In the world of WWE, there are moments that stand out as transcendent, where the lines between scripted drama and raw emotion blur, leaving a lasting impact on both the performers and the audience. The night when Triple H delivered heartbreaking news to Kevin Owens is one such moment that resonates deeply with the WWE universe. It wasn't just a typical storyline or a rivalry that added to the spectacle of the evening, but a moment that captured the humanity and the true spirit of professional wrestling. The energy in the arena had been buzzing all night, as fans were treated to thrilling matches and unexpected twists. Just another night of what WWE does best. But when the lights dimmed and the unmistakable sound of Triple H's theme music filled the air, there was an undeniable shift in the atmosphere. Fans, typically accustomed to the explosive energy of the game's entrances, could feel that this time, something entirely different was about to unfold. The usual swagger that accompanied Triple H's movements was noticeably absent, replaced by a solemn and somber demeanor. As he made his way down the ramp, his steps were slower than usual, weighed down by something far more significant than the typical showmanship. In the ring, Triple H took a moment, scanning the crowd before lifting the microphone to his lips. The tension in the arena was palpable, as fans sensed that whatever was about to be revealed would be more than just the next storyline twist. Triple H, a man known for his larger-than-life persona, spoke quietly, but with a depth of emotion that the fans weren't expecting. His usual confident tone was replaced by a note of sadness as he began to address the WWE Universe in a way that felt personal, not scripted. Triple H delivers the heartbreaking news. "You know," Triple H began, his voice steady but carrying a heavy weight, "this business isn't just about the matches, the rivalries, or the championships. It's about the people. It's about the relationships we build along the way, the bonds that become stronger than anything else. And tonight, I have something to share with all of you, something that's not easy to say." The crowd, who had been eagerly waiting for the next thrilling announcement or storyline development, quieted down. The change in Triple H's tone had them hanging on every word. They were fully aware that this was not business as usual. His next words carried even more emotional weight as he spoke about Kevin Owens' journey in WWE and how, from the moment Owens entered the company, he proved himself to be one of the most talented, passionate, and beloved superstars in WWE. Kevin Owens is one of the most talented, passionate, and dedicated people I've ever had the privilege of working with, Triple H said, his voice cracking as he spoke. From the moment he stepped into WWE, he proved that he belonged here. His talent is undeniable, his charisma is unmatched, and his ability to connect with all of you, it's something special. The mention of Owens' connection to the WWE Universe struck a chord. Owens, known for his down-to-earth demeanor and unfiltered personality, had become one of the most relatable and admired superstars in the WWE. The crowd listened intently, their affection for Owens palpable, sensing that something serious was coming. But sometimes, life has a way of throwing us curveballs, Triple H continued, his tone deepening with gravity. Things we don't see coming, things that change everything. Kevin has faced challenges before, injuries, setbacks, everything this industry throws at us. But recently, he's been faced with something far more difficult than any match, any opponent, A hush fell over the crowd, and you could hear a pin drop in the arena. Fans had no idea what Triple H was alluding to, but they could feel the seriousness of the moment. It was rare for a WWE star to be so open and vulnerable, especially in front of such a massive audience. When Triple H finally revealed that Kevin Owens had been dealing with a personal health issue that required immediate attention, the magnitude of the news hit like a ton of bricks. Tonight, I stand here, not just as a colleague, but as a friend, to share this news with all of you, Triple H said, his voice filled with emotion. Kevin Owens has been dealing with a personal health issue that requires immediate attention. After long discussions with Kevin, his family, and our medical team, we've come to the difficult decision that he needs to step away from the ring for the foreseeable future. For a moment, time seemed to stop. The fans who had cheered Owens on through countless triumphs and challenges were left in stunned silence. Triple H's words were not just part of a scripted angle, they were raw and real, showing the deep connection between the two men. "This isn't goodbye," Triple H quickly added, his voice still emotional but attempting to reassure the audience. "Kevin is a fighter. He's someone who never backs down, no matter the odds, and I know without a doubt that he'll come back stronger than ever. But right now, he needs time to focus on himself and his health. That's what's most important." The fans who had been chanting Owens' name moments earlier erupted in an outpouring of support. The "K.O. Ko chants rang out, a testament to how much Owens meant to the WWE Universe. But just when the moment seemed to reach its emotional peak, the unmistakable sound of Kevin Owens' theme music echoed through the arena. Kevin Owens makes a surprising appearance. The crowd erupted into cheers as Kevin Owens walked down the ramp. But this time, he wasn't dressed in his usual wrestling gear. Instead, he was wearing casual clothes, a stark contrast to the usual attire he donned when entering the ring. Despite the gravity of the situation, the fans couldn't help but express their joy at seeing Owens in person. The atmosphere shifted from one of uncertainty to a powerful show of solidarity. Owens, his face filled with emotion, made his way into the ring. Triple H, visibly moved, extended a hand, and the two men shared a long, heartfelt embrace. The moment was unspoken yet powerful, encapsulating years of friendship, respect, and shared history. "I don't even know where to start," Owens said, his voice trembling with emotion. "Thank you. Thank you to every single person here tonight and to everyone watching at home. Your support means more to me than I can ever put into words." For Owens, the words didn't come easily. He had always been known for his toughness and resilience, but tonight, vulnerability overtook him. He paused, trying to steady his emotions as he continued. "This isn't how I wanted things to go," Owens admitted, his voice thick with emotion. "But sometimes life has other plans. I've always prided myself on being someone who gives everything I have to this business, to all of you, and believe me when I say I'll be back. This is not the end of my story." The crowd responded with a loud roar, their love for Owens resonating in the arena. They chanted his name in unison, showing their unwavering support. Owens, wiping away a tear, smiled and pressed on. "I want to thank Triple H, not just for being a mentor and a leader, but for being a friend. He's been there for me through so much, and I'll never forget that." The heartfelt moment between the two men was a true reflection of the deep bond they shared. Owens addressed the WWE Universe once more, his voice now stronger. "To everyone who's ever cheered for me, booed me, or just cared enough to watch me do what I love, thank you. I'll take all of that with me as I face this next challenge, and I promise you, when I come back, I'll give you everything I've got." Owens handed the microphone back to Triple H, who raised Owens' hand high in the air. The arena roared in approval, chanting, "Thank you, Kevin," as the two men shared another embrace. A family moment, WWE's true spirit of unity. As the emotional segment came to a close, Triple H addressed the fans one last time. "This is a family," he said, "and families stick together no matter what. So let's show Kevin that we're with him every step of the way." The crowd responded with an outpouring of love, and Owens waved to the fans as he made his way back up the ramp. The emotions in the arena were still thick, but there was also a sense of hope and anticipation for the future. The night, which had begun with the usual excitement and spectacle of a WWE event, had transformed into something much more meaningful. It was no longer just about the next match or the next rivalry. It was about something far deeper, the human connections that make professional wrestling so much more than just entertainment. The impact on WWE and beyond for WWE, this moment served as a reminder that the world of professional wrestling isn't just about the scripted storylines and athleticism. It's about the real-life relationships that form between performers, the emotional connections they share with the fans, and the strength they find in each other when life gets tough. Kevin Owens' health battle, though difficult, brought the WWE Universe together in a powerful display of support, empathy, and love. For Kevin Owens, stepping away from the ring was not a decision taken lightly, but it was one that prioritized his health, a reminder that even the toughest superstars need to take care of themselves. The WWE Universe stood firmly behind him, ready to welcome him back with open arms when he was ready to return. For Triple H, this segment was a testament to the leadership and mentorship he had provided over the years. It was a difficult moment, one that he would never forget. But his role as a mentor to Owens and as a leader in WWE showed how deeply invested he was in the well-being of his fellow superstars. A real moment in wrestling history. As the night came to an end, it was clear that what had transpired was far more than just a segment on a wrestling show. It was a real, emotional moment that would be remembered not just for the intensity of the performances, but for the humanity that was on full display. This wasn't a scripted angle. It was a reminder of what wrestling can be at its best. A story of resilience, love, and the unbreakable bonds that form between people. The WWE Universe would undoubtedly carry the memory of this moment with them, and as Kevin Owens steps away to focus on his health, fans will wait eagerly for his return. They know that when he comes back, he'll be better than ever, and the love and support of the WWE Universe will be waiting for him.